Hi guys, back with another 2 cents in my opinion, not the original. This is my opinion on Shanann Watts. The Ruzicks, that was horrific. It was horrific. You live with that pain every day, right? Now, thank you to one of Shanann Watts' acquaintances for coming forward. I appreciate that. I could use your name, but I choose not to. This is for educational purposes. This is not true fact. I've never studied true crime, but yous are all investigating Nicole Kessinger. That is never ever going to happen. I've emailed them as a family. Now, you've heard D.A. O'Rourke. He's just being re-elected. Unless he takes an early retirement, which could you see happening? No. But my 2 cents on Shanann Watts. I mean, these people are travelling 10 hours. One person travelled 10 hours to buy stuff from her because Shanann couldn't sell it herself because it was shite. Utter shite. Now, every people, if you look on the videos that I could provide, wants to get more subscribers, thank you for people liking, but could you please press the bell? This is my story, not my granddaughter's. The proof, facts, and everybody's theories when I've got the proof. Rather than say names, right, I could use it, thank you. Right, 1.2 million people agreed. Now, it wasn't just like Lavelle, Thrive and that, all in one. It was the same company, LML. You didn't get free holidays, but mind you, they didn't need to pay their mortgage this month. They didn't have to pay their tax. They didn't have to pay the school fees. I mean, $25,000 a year. I mean, we all want the best for our children, don't we? Come on, eh? I mean, I know the police have looked into Shanann Watts and seen what kind of person she really was. So they're not going to come out and say it because she was a victim. Which shouldn't have happened. That still should never have happened. And people say she didn't sell, the family didn't sell her under the river. Yes, they did. I'm sitting in my spare room. In the background, it tells you, this is provided by Shanann Watts' family and for the American murders next door, which we all know and we've seen. So I've put myself into Shanann. Now, this should never have ever happened. You didn't ask people to take their shoes off at the door. Well, me personally, I didn't like shoes on in the house. Right? But it happens. I mean, people could take a hole in their sock, different socks on. But no. Every person that comes into the house, every party she's got, and she's wanting to show that she's got this perfect life when the electric could go out any minute, but everybody's investigating Nicole Kessinger. That isn't going to happen. Only 3 days ago, Frankie, the Ruzick family, Frankie Jr. said she was definitely not involved in any shape or form. Now, start for the start, people, and put yourself in Shanann, right? See they kids? It was a disgrace. It was. I mean, I'm not bringing Shanann down as a person, right? But half an hour in the morning with our kids, right? Now, I'm getting this for a friend, right? Half an hour in the morning with her kids. And then sometimes not even 2 hours at night time. Just at, obviously, you call it supper over there. Or lunch. But the point is, these Bella and Cece in the background screaming. She's standing there chewing on bars. Come on, guys, I'm not the only one that's thinking it. But, yeah, this review was about, I'm not kidding, maybe about, I couldn't believe it, but it was from a friend. I could name her, but I'm not like that, eh? But I'll say it in the Scottish way. Honest to God, it happened, right? But when I look at the bill they were in, and she was due to go to court on the Wednesday, they were getting their house repossessed because they hadn't paid their taxes. Now, people are just starting to know the story, right? If you, through experience, you've got to look at the ugly that you didn't want to hear, and it comes out beautiful. It does, right? Now, she gets us free parcel delivered. I fucked the mortgage this month, the taxes, the kids' fees, and then she goes, oh, they kids were crazy this morning. Thank God I'm on my own. You know what? I would love to be sitting here with my kids. Maybe my eyes wouldn't be so dark. I'll tell you now, I'll put myself, but this review really did hit me hard. It did. And I think 1.2 million people out there, it hit them hard too. And this came from somebody, it was a friend of Shanann Watts. Okay, guys? I'm not bashing Shanann. Shanann was beautiful. Shanann didn't need makeup. She did not need it. Shanann was beautiful. Shanann did not deserve to die. She deserved to just walk away and start her life like she did when she was Mrs. King. But, like I said, I thought I would jump on. I honestly could not believe it. But it got brought to my attention. Because yesterday was just a hectic day. Especially for me. If you're a grandparent, you'll understand. And when you're trying to nurture and trying to protect a minor from coming on and talking, no way. Not in my eyes, not while I've got breath. Put it that way. Because every heart only gets so many beats. And that's a true fact. But let's get back to this. Those kids were never away from the doctors. Never. When I seen something and she's going the kids like state, right, fair enough. They're only children, so they didn't need a lot. But come on, eh? In the United Kingdom, they'd at least get half at that age. What? And where we come from, well, where I come from, I'd rather give them more. So, either the dog gets it, so nothing goes to waste, because I bloody hate waste. But, Chris never knew what debt Shanann was really in. I mean, she was getting parcels delivered. She never even friggin' knew what was in them. That's no right. But when, I mean, how was she know? I mean, she had a gorgeous house in North Carolina, right? So why did she not go live in that house? That house was utterly beautiful. I mean, the balcony size. Come on, eh? She could have had a party up on there too. That would have been great for a family. Plus, the family and network support around her. I mean, it was the first time everybody sadly only met Cece. But yeah, when Bella was born, I mean, the Rusak's family only moved in because of their mortgage. Shanann never told their mum and dad everything. But we'll get to this review, because honestly, I couldn't have put it any better. Pal, honestly, I couldn't have. Right. 1.2 million people interacted, and wow, I couldn't have believed my eyes. Please bear in mind, I hate lies, I do. Lies always comes out in the end, trust me, they do. Right, I hate a liar, especially one it could bare-face do it, because I've no filter. You either like my channel or you don't. But I'm going in the opinion of what Shanann actually was putting her kids and herself through. That's what I think's happened here. I feel like Nicole Kessinger that was his first love. I quite believe that. I really quite believe that. Because we ken how she didn't have debt. She didn't have the big fancy house that they couldn't afford. But he should have just maybe done his time for Shanann and started again. Because if they got a divorce, he would have got the kids. So that was utter shit. That's why he flipped. He was definitely planning these for weeks. But was it because, I mean, they were only together 6 weeks, and then she found out Chris Watts had £20,000 in his savings account. So bang, there was another £20,000 to spend. I mean, she never knew about the Anna Darko gift cards, because that's what him and NK were spending. So look how long you worked at Anna Darko before the Anna Darko gift cards came out because of the murders. Because you didn't have pay, didn't have access to, and then when he did, which I think's creepy, she was getting notifications. That's how she knew about the lazy dog. But yeah, she could order Ipsy, I believe, over in the US, that's $179.99. that's how much Ipsy costs over there. It's no product I use, but I quite believe it's really, and then she's showing you this great towel. Honestly, I could sell her beach towels myself, but I couldn't have believed this person put this. I really into thought, and it was a friend of her, of Shanann Watts, because I didn't think she had friends really. But what gets me is her dad was always on a live stream, so her mum, they were. Why did they not stop it? I mean, this is what I stated. I mean, she remembered me or Meghan Markle. The minute the ring was on, that was it. That's what happened there. But yep, 6 weeks after she had, so that was a joke. Yep, I've already stated that, but honest to God, I'm not mentioning your name, but thank you. I don't get it either, right? This is about the kids we're talking about. I know a lot of her friends who turned into her Facebook lives were not really friends. They were acquaintances though. Lavelle and Thrive. Now, there you go. I mean, that's a good point. I mean, the only reason I think Nicole Atkinson acted fast, yeah, I know it's either Adi or Cassie told her to do it, because they didn't live near Shanann, or couldn't do that. So, yeah, I think that's how Nicole Atkinson acted quick that day. Good luck there though. So, or it could have went another way. And then they had no interest in Shanann Watts whatsoever. None of them did. I mean, she sold the makeup. I mean, it took her 25 minutes to put makeup on. I mean, she didn't even need it. She was beautiful as she was. And then she goes, but if I was going out with Chris, I would... I was like that. I'd be in my bed. I wouldn't be in the middle going out if I had to wait that length of time. Because I didn't wear makeup. I mean, I covered the black under the black eyes, yeah. But apart from that, no, I couldn't even put it on. But it's just utter craziness. And then she goes, and I had no interest or how she treated her kids. What I really don't get, though, is her father. He was tagged in every life, which he was, so was, I think, her mum was sometimes. But then I think she was close to her mum. I think she was close to her dad, though. And photos, and I watched their lives. He didn't seem to have a problem with that bloody phone, which is true. I mean, why did they not tell her, come on, you've got kids now, get the phone down? Because that's just what happens. I get you want to tap pictures and things like that, but I mean, she promised the kids that were going half the places and never went, because we would have heard about it, because it would have been on her Facebook. So she goes on, being in her hand constantly, while her two daughters were hungry, upset, bored, etc. He interacted with the video with Shanann Watts and the two girls, And that's awful. The Christmas video, which it was, that was, because she thingy to the nation that Cece had thingied in her diaper. You didn't do that. If the bairn's scared, the bairn's scared. You didn't make a bairn, especially the way Cece was. They were, they were in her and them bairns and Chris were her prop. I'm sorry, I might not get a lot of subscribers, but and at the moment, it's me, it's putting myself in shanann. And look what I'm actually seeing. No analysing Nicole Kessinger, because that's never ever going to happen. Frankie Jr., you're right, it's never going to happen, because you've got your legal team. And his case is over. So it doesn't really matter how many DAs that say that we know that. We do. We know that. But money talks. Sadly, our family aren't here anymore. So the next best thing is money. That's what happened there. And I don't think it's fair when you say the what's and then you just, nobody ever mentions them. It is sad. They're still looking for answers for their grandbabies because they didn't believe he done it. I mean, what Cheryl Cadle said, and she went to the prison and met him. You wouldn't have met that. He tells you when he put them to bed. That was the last time he was ever going to be tucking them in. Because for the FBI to be what we seen, because we'd only got about half an hour to an hour her full interrogation, and that's it divided. And that's what everybody's analysing, but no, she's lying there. Do you think she's lying about the murders? No, Chris, you done that yourself, mate. You done that, that's on you. And you've got your dad that you used to look up to. That threw out the window on 13th of August 2018. He didn't care after that. Do I believe he spoke to Bella like a monster? I do. I do. If Nate was able to hear them arguing and shouting, then the house is about 100 feet apart, 80 feet apart, and he heard them shouting. Wow. But let's go on. I mean, they didn't need electricity. They didn't need free mortgage. I've bought my house. They didn't own that house, and that was their second time. So, did he really take shanann out because he knew he stopped the clock of the courts, even though everything was in his name? I mean, her dad, the amount of debt her dad got into, the Rosicks got into because of her, to help her be the first. So how did she not learn? Because something different happened when she met Chris. I mean, Chris didn't even get a saying in his wedding. Not a thing. Even like he says, he met the most beautiful thing he'd ever seen and I do believe that, because she is. But then the camera people got the ring was £10,000, because it wasn't. It was 3,000. And I put it in the description below. And she tells you that anyway. But I'll carry on. Because remember, everybody needs a scrubbing face brush. Free, of course. So, I thought the Christmas video was terrible, as I said. That video was so effing bad. Warning signs. Shanann Watts had spending issues. Chris Watts knew nothing. Ipsy, no rent. Who needs electricity? Who needs to pay the rent mortgage? Who needs to pay their taxes or that? Shanann never. But I'll continue that in video 2 tomorrow. I'm putting myself inside. This is I'm no perfect parent and nobody is, but there was only pictures of them at the beach and Disney. That's in their poor wee lives, and you do see that Bella's hair's falling out rather than growing, but there's just lies everywhere. And as much as I hate that, he's no human anyway. And the way it happened is much darker than we ever think. But hey, let's see if he writes back. But none of the two should have been together. Cindy's right. I think Cindy should have just worded it a bit better. But Shanann, I mean, I've been in your shoes. Trust me. But trying to get people. I didn't hear the murder of my people believed me, but because of what's happened, it'll be hard for people wanting to believe it. But the research that I've got now, you'll see either on one of our platforms about what Cece's eating. Now, it's got tree nut allergies in it. Why is she eating it? Now, this person's stopped there. But it's carried on about the Ipsy and what she uses, and what's great. I'm not in the US, so I don't know the prices of things, but come on, open your eyes, stop looking into NK, because it's never going to happen. I couldn't believe it was only 3 days ago that the Rusiks are still defending Nicole Kessinger. Are we going to get it opened? Maybe not. But I'm putting myself and giving my 2 cents on what kind of parent Shanann Watts was. Because Shanann didn't pick the girls up for school. Chris Watts did. Chris went to fucking work. Chris worked all day in a hot oil field. And then he went home, had a shower, went in Alexis, went and got the girls at 4:30. They were back. By the time their tea was ready, they played around, and then they were being lined up for going to bed. That's the fact. That's the truth. Why do you have to give your kids Benylin and I don't believe kids should be in a shower with men. I mean, I get it, but no. But at the back of me, trust me, they've sold their family's memory down the river. Did they ever offer any of the community back for the headstone that I bought? And they've got the hard neck to put a thingy around it, because of a t-shirt. The watch didn't even mean anything back. It was only because shanann supported it. Would it have been better if the person had went and bought another one? Nothing would have been said. Not a thing. Because it's Chris Watts. But he had it on maybe once. But trust me, it wasn't I was just one-sided. Now I know I'm on the right path. I always was anyway, but I'm just putting my 2 cents in. But it's good. It's just wanted to help granddaughter's channel grow on what shanann Watts, shanann for many years. And that's what she told me. 1.2 million people. So it just goes to show you the amount of people that were only maybe 10 at the time, or 7, as we're nearly 8 years on. But I'll continue my crime. Can't wait. Going to the Gavin and Stacey on the 15th down in Wales. So I'm looking forward to that with the grandkids. Also, I'll take yous with us because I'm away for 3 weeks in the sun, sand and sangria. So, hope you have a great day and a happy Sunday. Please like, subscribe and share. Thank you.